What's up, guys? Today we're going to go over lesson 1.6. 1.6. It is over classifying polygons. Alright, polygons. Finally getting into the actual geometry, some real shapes. Before we start, we need to figure out what is a polygon. A polygon is a closed figure that has 3 or more sides with no curves. So let's see, for example, are these polygons? Well, for example, here is the first one. The first one has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 5 sides, so it has 3 more sides, and there are no curves. They're all just straight line segments. So yes, that's a polygon. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, but there's a curve here. You cannot have curves, so this is not a polygon. Alright, so before we go on, we need to know the names of these polygons. So I'm only going to write this down here, have this once, so I would copy this down. I would push pause on the video and copy these down. That way you know when I talk about a dodecagon, it has 12 sides. Alright, so let's see. I want to go over 5 more definitions we need before we can actually get really started. There are 2 types of words that describe the type of shape of a polygon. Concave, which means that a polygon caves inward, and convex. And convex is the opposite. The polygon does not cave inward. And I'll go over that if you don't get the definition in a little bit. Equilateral, which means all sides are congruent. All sides are congruent. Equiangular, which means all the angles are congruent. And a regular polygon. A regular polygon is what we're going to work with the most because it makes life easy. A regular polygon is a polygon that is both equilateral and equiangular. Now we look at these 2 polygons. One of them is concave, one of them is convex. One of them caves inwards. You don't need to know that. Okay, so one of them caves in. This one right here, see, you're right here, and it goes inward. It goes inside the polygon. So when you go inside, that is concave. This one does not go inside, so this is convex. Another way to remember concave is it caved in. Like you're right here and it caved in. Over here, it went out, so no problem here. But here you went inside the polygon. That means concave. Alright, now let's take a look at these 2 polygons, and let's figure out whether they're equilateral, equiangular, or are they regular polygons, or all 3. In the first one here, I have 4 sides, 4 inches here, 4 inches there, 4 inches here, and 4 inches there. Since all the sides are the same, that is an equilateral. And FYI, since all 4 sides are the same, that's a square. I also have 4 90-degree symbols. So all 4 sides are the same, all 4 angles, so that's equilateral. It's also equiangular. And since it is both equilateral and equiangular, it is a regular polygon. A regular polygon. But the second one here says that this one stick, little palito, matches this one stick. Which means only these two sides are the same. This one little arc matches that one arc, which means that only those two angles are the same. These two little sticks match these two little sticks, which means that only these two are the same. So first, let's see, is it equilateral? No, because that has two sticks, that has one stick, that has one stick, that has two, and this has no sticks at all. So they're not the same, so they're not equilateral. Equiangular means that they're all the same angles. This has one little arc, this has one little arc, but this one has two. Since they're not all the same, then they are not equiangular. So this is just, it's not equilateral, it's not equiangular, it is just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides means it's a pentagon. It's just a pentagon. That's it. Nothing special, it's just a pentagon. It's not a regular pentagon, nothing, just a pentagon. Now, of course, there can't always be pictures. There's got to be some fun stuff, like word problems. I know, you all love them so much. So it says, the expression 7x plus 34 and 11x minus 14 represent the lengths in feet of two sides of a regular hexagon. First, it says regular. Don't forget that. And then it says hexagon. Hexagon has 6 sides. Regular, that's your best friend. That means it's equilateral and equiangular. Equilateral means everything equals each other, and so does equiangular. Find the length of a side of a hexagon. So find the length of one side, just one side. Remember, it says regular, so it means that 7x plus 34 and 11x minus 14 are equal because it's a regular hexagon. It makes no point to draw the hexagon, and I suck at drawing hexagons anyway, so I'm not going to do it. So 7x plus 34 is equal to 11x minus 14. And then you solve it. Straight up, simple algebra 1. X is on both sides. Which one's smaller? 7 or 11? 7. Subtract 7x, subtract 7x. Goes away. 34 equals 4x minus 14. Then we have to add 14. Cancels. 4x is 4 plus 4 is 8. 3 plus 1 is 4. 48 equals 4x. It doesn't want 4x, it wants just a side, one side, which is just x. Well, not x, but hold on. Yeah, divide by 4, divide by 4. X is equal to 14. No, 12. X is equal to 12. X is 12, but x is not a side. 7x plus 34 is a side, and 11x minus 14 is a side. You pick one. They should be equal. Why? Because you put them equal to each other. I'm going to pick 7x plus 34. Why? I don't know. That's why I like it. X is 12. 12 is x. So 7 times 12 plus 34. Put that in the calculator and it should give 118 feet, because it talked about feet in the question. So every side of this hexagon is 118 feet. So if I wanted to ask you about perimeter, there are 6 sides, so you'd have to 118 times 6. I'm not going to ask you about area yet, but we will get there. And for the last part of the notes, this question. It says each figure is a regular polygon. Expressions are given for 2 side lengths. Find the value of x. So right here in this question, it is a regular polygon. Remember, regular is your best friend. Regular means that all the sides are the same. All the sides are the same, which means that they are equal. Now I know they only give you 2, but you only need the 2 because they are equal to each other. So put that equal to this one. 3x minus 1 equals x plus 5. Which one's smaller, the 3 or the 1? The 1, obviously, so subtract the x. Cancel. 3x minus 1x is 2x minus 1 equals 5. How do you get rid of a negative 1? You add it. 2x equals 5 plus 1 is 6. Divide by 2. And x is how much? 3. This only says find the value of x. Woohoo! Here it is, value of x. You are done with this question. X is 3. So we're done for the notes also. So I'm probably going to end up checking them tomorrow morning to make sure you did them for a grade, of course. Alright guys, see y'all later, or see you in class actually.